He's speaking to you right now. A message from Jesus that will change your life. Something led you to click on this video today. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't random. Out of everything you could have been doing right now, you are here, listening. And that is not a coincidence. Before you continue scrolling, before you move on to the next thing, I want you to pause, take a breath, because what you're about to hear is not just words. It's a message that has been placed on your path at exactly the right moment. Somewhere out there, someone typing this message felt led to write it, not knowing who would need it, not knowing your name, your story, your pain, or your prayers. But God knew. He has always known. And today, He's speaking directly to your heart. So sit back, let go of the noise around you, and listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Jesus says, "My beloved child, before you even open your mouth to speak, I already know what is on your heart. I know the burdens you carry that no one else can see. I know the smile you wear in front of others, while your heart quietly aches. I know the nights you've lain awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering if anyone truly understands what you're going through. I want you to know something today. I see you, not the version of you that you show the world, but the real you, the tired you, the struggling you, the one who keeps getting back up even when it would be easier to give up. I see every tear you've cried in secret, every prayer you've whispered when you thought no one was listening. You are not invisible to me. You are not forgotten. You are not just another face in the crowd. I know you by name, and I have known you since before you were formed. Every hair on your head is numbered. Every step you take, I walk beside you. There have been seasons where you felt alone, like you were carrying everything by yourself, like no one truly understood the weight on your shoulders. I want to remind you today, you were never alone. Even in your darkest moments, even when it felt like heaven was silent, I was there. I was closer to you than your very breath. Sometimes pain makes us feel abandoned. Sometimes struggle makes us question if God even cares. But hear me clearly, your pain does not go unnoticed. Your struggle is not wasted. I am not distant from your suffering. I am present in it, working through it, using it to shape you into who I created you to be. So today, release the belief that you are alone in this. Release the lie that no one understands. I understand, I care, and I am here, right now, in this very moment, reminding you that you are deeply seen and deeply loved. My child, for too long you have tried to carry everything by yourself. You've tried to fix things on your own strength, solve problems with your own understanding, and hold together pieces that were never meant for you to hold alone. I am not asking you to be strong all the time. I am not asking you to have it all figured out. I am asking you to come to me, to lay down what you've been carrying and let me carry it for you. Think about the weights you've been holding, the worrying about tomorrow, the fear of failure, the anxiety about your finances, your health, your relationships, your future. You've been carrying all of it, trying to manage it, trying to control outcomes that were never yours to control. I say to you today, give it to me, not because you are weak, but because you were never meant to carry it alone. I designed you to depend on me, to walk hand in hand with me through every season, the good and the difficult. There is a difference between struggling alone and struggling with me beside you. When you struggle alone, the weight feels unbearable. But when you allow me into your struggle, I carry what you cannot. I strengthen what feels weak. I provide wisdom where you feel lost. You don't need to have all the answers today. You don't need to know how everything will work out. You simply need to trust that I do. My ways are higher than your ways, and my plans for you are good, even when circumstances don't feel good in the moment. So breathe out the burden you've been holding onto so tightly. Open your hands and release it to me. I am not asking you to stop caring or stop trying. I am asking you to stop trying to do it all in your own strength. Let me be your strength. Let me be your peace in the middle of the storm. There have been nights you've cried yourself to sleep, wondering if things would ever get better. There have been moments of disappointment so deep that you questioned whether your prayers even reached beyond the ceiling of your room. I want you to know, every tear you have cried has been seen by me. Not one has fallen without my notice. Scripture says, I collect your tears in a bottle. That is how precious your pain is to me. I do not dismiss your sorrow. I do not overlook your grief. I hold it, I honor it, and I am healing it, even in ways you cannot yet see. Disappointment can make you feel like giving up on hope altogether. When something you prayed for doesn't happen the way you expected, it's easy to feel like your faith failed, or worse, like I failed you. But I want you to understand something important. Delay is not denial. A door closing is not the end of your story. Sometimes it is me protecting you from something that was never meant for you, and preparing you for something greater. I know it's hard to see the full picture when you're in the middle of pain, but I am the God who turns mourning into dancing, ashes into beauty, and sorrow into joy. What feels like a wound today, I am healing into a testimony. What feels like loss today, I am transforming into a lesson that will one day help you help someone else. Your tears are not wasted. Your pain is not pointless. I am using every difficult season of your life to build something in you that could not have been built any other way. Depth, compassion, wisdom, and a faith that cannot be shaken. So let yourself grieve if you need to. Let yourself feel the weight of disappointment. But do not let it convince you that I have abandoned you. I am closest to the broken-hearted. I am nearest to you in your lowest moments. Not distant, not absent, but right there beside you, holding you through it. There have been doors that have closed in your life, opportunities that didn't work out, relationships that ended, plans that fell apart. I know how discouraging that can feel, especially when you had hoped so deeply for a different outcome. But I want you to see those closed doors differently today. Every door I close on purpose, not to punish you, not to withhold good things from you, but to protect you from paths that were never meant for your life, and to position you for doors that are far better than what you imagine for yourself. I am the God who opens doors that no one can close, and closes doors that no one can open. When I say yes over your life, no person, no circumstance, no obstacle can stand in the way. And when I say not yet, or not this, it is because I already see what's ahead. The better opportunity, the right person, the perfect timing that you cannot yet perceive. You may be in a season right now where everything feels closed off, like nothing is moving, like your prayers are hitting a wall. I want to encourage you. This is often the season right before breakthrough. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean I am not moving on your behalf behind the scenes. I am preparing hearts to say yes to you. I am preparing opportunities to align with your life at the perfect time. I am working out details you don't even know exist yet. Connections, resources, timing, all coming together for the moment when the door I have chosen for you will swing wide open, and nothing will be able to stop it. Until then, stay faithful in the waiting. Don't force doors open that I have closed. Trust that my timing, though it may not match your timeline, is always perfect. What is coming for you will be worth every season of waiting you've walked through. There are parts of you that have been hurt by people, by circumstances, by disappointments, by choices you regret, by wounds from your past that still ache when you think about them. I see all of it, and today, I want to speak healing over every broken place in your heart. Some wounds are visible, and some are hidden so deep that even you have forgotten they're still there, quietly shaping how you see yourself, how you trust others, how you love and receive love. I know about those wounds too. Nothing is hidden from me. I am not just a healer of physical pain. I am a healer of hearts, minds, memories, and identities that have been damaged by life's hardships. I take the broken pieces you've tried to hide, and I make something beautiful from them. What the enemy meant to destroy you, I am using to refine you. If you have been carrying shame from your past, I want you to release it today. Shame was never meant to be your identity. If you have been carrying resentment or unforgiveness towards someone who hurt you, I invite you to bring that to me as well. Not because what happened to you was okay, but because carrying that weight is hurting you more than it is hurting them. Let me carry it instead. If your heart has been broken by loss, the loss of a relationship, a loved one, a dream, a version of your life you thought you'd have, I want you to know that grief is not weakness. It is love with nowhere to go, and I am near to you in it, comforting you, holding the pieces together, even when you feel like you're falling apart. Healing is not always instant. Sometimes it is a process, a journey, a gradual restoration. But I promise you this, I am faithful to complete the healing work I have started in you. What feels shattered today will not stay shattered forever. I am the God who restores. You have prayed prayers you've stopped believing will be answered. You've hoped for things so long that hope itself started to feel exhausting. I understand that weariness, but I want to remind you today of who I am. The God who does exceedingly, abundantly, above all that you could ask or imagine. The blessings I have prepared, for you are not limited by what you can currently see or comprehend. You've been thinking in terms of what seems possible, based on your current circumstances, but I operate outside the limits of your circumstances. I am not limited by your bank account, your relationship status, your health report, or your current situation. I am not limited by anything. There are blessings coming into your life that will require no explanation other than my hand at work, doors that will open in ways you didn't orchestrate, relationships that will heal in ways you didn't force, opportunities that will arrive at exactly the moment you needed them, not a day early or a day late. I know it's tempting to measure my faithfulness by how quickly things happen, but my timing is not slow, it is precise. Every season of waiting you've walked through has not been wasted. It has been preparing you to receive and steward the blessing when it arrives, so that you don't lose it the moment it comes. Keep believing, even when it's hard. Keep hoping, even when disappointment tries to convince you it's foolish to hope again. I am already working on your miracle. It is already in motion. Even if you cannot see it yet, trust the process. Trust the one who holds your future in his hands. Disappointment is one of the most dangerous things to your faith. Not because it means I have failed you, but because it can make you stop believing altogether. It can make you close your heart off from hoping again, from praying again, from trusting again. I don't want that for you. I know you've faced situations that didn't turn out the way you hoped. I know there have been prayers that felt unanswered, dreams that felt delayed, doors that felt permanently shut. And I know how easy it is, in those moments, to let bitterness or hopelessness creep in. But I am asking you today, don't let disappointment write the final chapter of your story. Don't let one closed door, one unanswered prayer, one difficult season convince you that I am not good, or that I am not working, or that I do not care. Every person in Scripture who walked in great faith also walked through great disappointment. Faith is not the absence of disappointment. It is the decision to keep trusting me even after disappointment has tried to convince you not to. I am not the author of your pain, but I am the redeemer of it. I take what feels like loss, and I turn it into a testimony that will one day encourage someone else who is walking through what you're walking through now. So today, I invite you to release the disappointment you've been holding on to, not because it wasn't real, not because it didn't hurt, but because holding on to it is keeping you from receiving what I have next for you. Let go, so your hands are open to receive what's coming. Before you accomplished anything, before you proved yourself to anyone, before you earned anything, I loved you. My love for you is not based on your performance, your mistakes, your successes, or your failures. It is based on who I am. And who I am is love itself. You don't have to work for my love. You don't have to be perfect to receive it. You don't have to hide the parts of yourself that you're ashamed of. I already know everything about you, every mistake, every secret, every struggle. And I love you completely, without condition, without hesitation. I know there have been times you've felt unworthy of love. Maybe because of how someone treated you. Maybe because of choices you've made. Maybe because of the way you talk to yourself in your quietest moments. I want to correct that lie today. You are not unworthy. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are my beloved child, and nothing can separate you from my love. Not your past, not your failures, not your doubts, not your distance from me. I love you on your best days, and I love you on your worst days. I love you when you feel strong and when you feel like you're falling apart. My love does not fluctuate based on your circumstances or your emotions. It is constant. It is uncheckable. It is yours, always. Let this truth settle into your heart today. You are deeply loved, forever valued, and never alone. Not because of anything you've done, but because of who I am. So much of your anxiety comes from trying to control things that were never meant to be in your hands. You're worrying about outcomes you cannot predict, timelines you cannot rush, and people you cannot change. This is not how I designed you to live. I am asking you today to trust me with what you cannot control. Trust me with your finances. Trust me with your health. Trust me with your relationships. Trust me with your future. Not because uncertainty disappears when you trust me, but because peace becomes possible even in the middle of uncertainty. You were never meant to carry the responsibility of controlling every outcome in your life. That is my role, not yours. Your role is to be faithful with what is in front of you today, and to trust me with what is beyond your reach. When you release control to me, you are not giving up. You are surrendering to a God who sees the whole picture when you can only see a fragment of it. I see the beginning and the end. I see how every piece fits together, even the pieces that don't make sense to you right now. So today, take a deep breath and let go of what you've been trying so hard to control. Trust that I am handling it. Trust that I am working even when you cannot see the evidence of my work. Trust that my plan for your life is better than any plan you could construct on your own. I know it has felt like a long season. I know you've prayed the same prayer more times than you can count, wondering when the answer would finally come. I know the waiting has tested your patience, your hope, and sometimes even your faith in me. But I want to tell you today, your breakthrough is closer than you think. What feels like the darkest hour is often the hour right before dawn. What feels like the end of your strength is often the very moment I am about to show up in a way that will leave you in awe. Do not give up now. Do not let go of hope in this final stretch. The enemy loves to discourage people before their breakthrough, because he knows how close they are. Don't let exhaustion convince you to quit when you are closer than ever to seeing what you've been praying for. I am rearranging circumstances behind the scenes that you cannot see. I am softening hearts, aligning timing, and preparing the exact moment when everything will shift. Keep standing, keep believing, keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like you have the strength left. Your miracle is not far away. It is closer than you think. Hold on just a little longer, my child. As this message comes to an end, I want you to carry these truths with you. You are seen, you are loved, you are not alone, and I am working on your behalf even in the seasons that feel silent. Every tear, every prayer, every moment of faith you've held on to has not been in vain. Trust me with your today, and trust me with your tomorrow. I am not finished with you yet. If this message spoke to your heart today, type "Amen" in the comments below. Share this video with someone who needs to hear these words right now. You may be the reason someone doesn't give up today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more messages of hope, faith, and encouragement. God bless you, and remember, you are never walking this journey alone.